Okay, we are recording now. So thank you all for coming tonight. We've got some great turnout. I'm so excited to share with you guys customer appreciation. I'm going to tell you something that someone told me. So 5 years ago was, well, 2015. So 6 years ago was when I first, started doing Scentsy full time. And I was trying a whole bunch of new things. And what I ended up doing, and I don't do these cards anymore, but I keep one. I used to make them like this. I make them different now. But all I did was make this little card on Vistaprint. And it says, thank you for your order. And, on the bottom, it says, when you order from a family business, a real family does a happy jump. And in the picture, me and my family are jumping. So that was on this one, but you can word it however you want, but it's just a little thank you card. I got them on Vistaprint. These are just postcards. On the back, it has a little blurb about joining, but then I'd write a little handwritten note here. Unfortunately, it's gotten to the point where I can't do that anymore. So I'll just write like, thank you, and then the customer's name. But I was fairly new to the town that I live in, which is 1,500 people. Most people were buying from someone else or already had a Scentsy lady if they had heard of Scentsy before. And this woman, I had a party with her daughter, and she came. I went to drop off her Scentsy because I forget why she couldn't. It doesn't matter. And she, said thank you, blah blah blah, and then a week later called me to place another order. And she goes, "Yeah, I used to go through this other girl, but I just loved your thank you note. And that just made such a difference to hear thank you and see how it was affecting your business. You guys, this postcard probably cost me, a couple cents to make. There's so many awesome Vistaprint sales. If you you can, they have so many templates on there where you can either add your own pictures, or if you go under our Scentsy powered by Vistaprint, area, they have pre-made ones where you don't even have to have your picture if you don't want to have a family picture or anything like that. I just find that it personalizes it a little bit more. But this is just such a little thing that you can do that can start making a huge difference. Because I know a lot of you are new, or if you're watching the replay, you're new and you don't want to spend a ton of money. You guys know, I mean, if you've been to these calls, I don't like you spending money if you don't have it to spend. All right. You should be spending Scentsy money on Scentsy, not family money. Okay. So if you do something like this, again, look for the sales. I like to try to post on my team page when there are Vistaprint sales. If you've ordered from them before, you will see that they send you coupons all the time, all the time. So this is something small. And even before I started like mass producing them, I just went and picked up like a 10 pack of like blank thank you cards at the Dollar General or at Walmart, and you can get like 10 for $1. And then you just write out a personal thank you. However, it fits into your budget to do so, you really, really should not miss out on the opportunity to make a personalized thank you, because that can make all the difference. If they're just getting something thrown together, it could have come from anyone, but by you taking the time out to show them that you were thankful is huge. I don't know about you guys, but I shop a lot on Etsy. It's one of my favorite places to shop. And I can't tell you, I think I've probably 5 times, and I order a lot from them, 5 or 6 times I've gotten thank yous. And I was just like blown away because, people just don't do handwritten thank yous or, mail thank yous anymore. So this is something that you can start small, even if you just write on a sheet of paper, write on a Post-it note and, send it to them or put it in their order. There's a lot of little things you can do that will set you apart. To show you how one of my orders goes out, I went on my team page live earlier today, but I'll show you guys. So I got a whole bunch of brand new bags. Mandy Bowling gave me the link. It's called Store Supply Warehouse. Again, I'll post it down on the, I'm writing down all the notes of like what ones I need to post in the comments so that you guys can be made aware. But I got bags there. Now, I have always bought in Scentsy bags, but I've gotten to a point where I needed a lot more for a little bit cheaper price. So, Courtney, do you also send thank yous to people that order online? Yes, I do. And I'm getting to those, starting with in-persons, and then we'll go from there. So I got these bags on Store Supply because I wanted something cheaper and some different sizes. So these, this is the smallest size. You can order all kinds of different colors, and I ordered 3 different colors for the 3 different sizes because for me, then I can just grab and I know exactly what I'm grabbing instead of, with the Scentsy bags, they all look the same and they have the logo, and then you're like, wait a second, what size is this? So this is their smallest one, and this fits like a 3-pack of bars. This fits, a couple room sprays. And what I love about it too is in the bottom, you can see that there's cardboard to help stand it up. So it stands up really nice and pretty. And you guys can't really see that, but yeah. So this is the smallest one. This is the largest one. I ordered these in teal. This fits 2 full-size warmers, and it has these really nice handles, and I'm going to talk about that in a second here. But it also has on the bottom the cardboard, but you can easily fit, any type of like Scentsy system or perfect Scentsy system in these. And it's so hard to find bags that they're not too big, not too small when it comes to warmers. So this was a really cute option. And again, I got all these ones in the seafoam tealish color because I liked it. But these ones are the ones I use the most. And these are the medium sized bags. I got these ones in purple because this is the size I use the most. And Scentsy purple, come on. But in here I have a body wash, 3 bars, a room spray, and a scent circle. And look at this. It's like you can easily fit a 6-pack of bars in here. You can easily fit a bunch of stuff. But here's what I wanted to show you too. So on top of 2 other things that I'm going to show you, this is something that I did to say thank you to my customers. So this is just printed out on a piece of cardstock. I print these out myself, and I have made them on Canva. Canva's free. You can use Canva free. Do not feel like you have to pay for it, unless there's something you like, and it's nice that you can buy it piece by piece, or you can do the whole, whatever. Anyway, so on this tag, I just write their name. So that way too, I know whose bag it is without even having to worry about like going through and like, oh God, who ordered what? And then I just take a piece of, this is just like gift wrap, and the gift wrap string, balloon string, whatever you want to call it, tie it to the top. But what it says on here is it says thank you, and then I wrote the name Danielle. It says love, brag, and tag. When you open your Scentsy goodies, or when your Scentsy goodies arrive, number 1, open the goodies. Number 2, smell, ooh, and ah. And I'll share this too. I'll share my graphic of it so you guys can see and borrow the wording, because I did borrow the wording from someone else. It looks so beautiful that I was just like, oh, and I can't think of who it was right now, but she did a great job. So number 2, it says smell, ooh, and ah. Number 3, use the goodies. Number 4, and this is the important part, snap a picture and tag me on social media. You'll be glad you did, winky face. And then number 5, enjoy your Scentsy, and thank you for supporting our family business. So I always say it's our family business, even though I do most of it, but yeah, it's my family. Everybody helps in some capacity. So, and then I just tie it on there and go. These also go in my mailers when I mail them out to people. And I'm gonna pull it up here, so just bear with me for a second. But I will screen share this with you guys. I also, okay, let me back up. You know me, I get a little excitable and I'm like, okay, I forgot to make that point. So when they like brag tag, when they share what, they thought about my products on Facebook, I send them, or on any type of social media, I send them this. And I'm just opening it right now so I can show you guys. Just give me a second. But basically what it is, it's a little like coupon. And I made it on Canva. And again, I'll share this with you guys. So let me just screen share here 1 second. Here we go. So here. So this is what I send them, and I send it to them in their like inbox. So if they, messaged me or posted it on Facebook, I will message this to them. And that way they get a little something from me. So it says, they either can get a free wet bar of wax with the purchase of a warmer. And I put all these not valid with another purchase. So they have to use them separately. $5 off your next purchase of $30 or more, free shipping over $50, or a free mini warmer when you host a qualifying party. So qualifying, we know, is $200 because that gets you to host rewards. And I can use that half price host reward, that perpetual party reward on this warmer. So I'm paying $10 instead of $20. Now, also what I put down here is this little disclaimer. It cannot be used online or with any other consultant. You must message me to use these coupons, and I will let them know about that. But again, if they use it online, I guess I can Venmo them money and stuff, but I prefer that they message me because I can get these all a lot cheaper if I'm using my own host rewards, or how we can work things around so that way we can make them work a little bit for us. So that is what I send. I made that on Canva as well for free, which is awesome. If you type in coupon, you can find coupon templates or gift certificate templates. It's so nice. Like, you just have to add what you want. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, which is fantastic. So that's kind of what happens when orders go out my door. They also get, and I'm just going to show you because this is what I mail out to people. So they don't get this envelope if they buy from me in person. So taking a breath. When someone orders from me online, be it the first time or whenever I get an online order, they get this in the mail. What is in here is a little bucket of goodies. So I put in a scent circle. I get these free all the time because I use my half-priced host rewards, my free credit, whenever I can't get someone to take a free kit, whenever they don't want to join and I have host rewards. I truly get these as much as I can because I don't just use these for mailing out to people. I give these to waitresses when I go out to eat. I give these as thank yous to my son, Gus. He just got his braces off, to his dental hygienists that help. Those girls are amazing. My son has a sensory processing disorder, so he is not an easy patient. And doing things like this make a world of difference. So you can use scent circles so many different ways, and they're super cheap. Okay. Then they also get a sample of the scent of the month. I make mine on felt. Okay. And I know we've talked about samples before. This is the way I make mine. I get out my little Wilton chocolate warmer that you can get from Walmart for $20. I buy a bunch of felt for, I think it's like 11 cents for like a thing of felt at Walmart. I'm not 100% sure, but I just cut it up. It's not pretty, but these mail flat. And if you live in hotter places, they don't melt. They don't just get a, little plastic baggie full of wax. It's all still attached to something. So they get one of these in the mail. They get my like brag tag, which I already showed y'all. They get my new thank you. And this one, again, I made on Canva. Canva's the best, you guys. It's so amazing. So this one, the difference on this is, it has a bigger picture of my family. It has some smaller pictures of me and my Scentsy ladies hanging out and me and my family hanging out. And then it also has these QR codes. So the top one will take them, if they scan it, will take them to join my VIP group. The bottom one will take them to my website to rejoin again. If you go to QR Monkey, you can make free QR codes and they walk you through it. I had never done it before. I hadn't been shown how. I went there and it was so easy peasy. And then you just download it to your computer or your phone. I did it on my computer because it's just easier for me to find there. And you can use these everywhere. So, and then last but not least, when I send them something in the mail, they get our flyer of the month with a sticker. And then I don't know if you saw too, but they also get a sticker on the outside because you never know who's smelling your mail. And you want to make sure that that postal worker knows exactly, where to go. And I even have my return labels I got on Vistaprint from Scentsy, and on the bottom is my website because I'm sneaky like that. So yeah, that is what you get if you place an order with me first time, third time, whatever. If, however, they order from me and they get, and again, you guys, if you're brand new, don't feel like you have to do all this. Do not. You can just mail your little thank you and mail a sample and, you know, go on with it. This is just something I have done over the last 2 years because I've been able to make it happen. So then my Scentsy Club, or if they placed a really big order with me, or if they're a really good customer that is like placing orders pretty consistently, every once in a while, I like to send them a little bit bigger package. So this package is about the size of my hand here. And what I put in there again is our flyer of the month. I put in the like brag tag because duh. I put in a sample, and I'm going to add more to this, but I put a little piece of candy because who doesn't like a little treat? And then this time, so I change up what I send. When they are ordering through Scentsy Club, or if they're a really good customer that is often ordering from you, you want to keep that up. And as we know, while we still run out of wax, people stock up and then they're like, oh, I don't need anything. And they forget that we have all these other awesome products. And unless they've tried them, or unless they've gone to a home party and really gotten to put their hands on them, they just don't think about it, or they're like, oh, I don't need it. But like, you want them to try it. You want them to get hooked on it. So what I do is I do all different types of little samples. This time I am sending out, I got these on Amazon. They're just these little spray bottles, a couple ounces. And I put with an eyedropper counter clean in here. And then I put on there that, you know, spray on the surface that needs to be cleaned and wipe with a sponge or lint-free cloth. And then my website's on the bottom. So they try this, and I did it in a scent that I know hooks people. I did it in lemon verbena, because who doesn't want their house to smell absolutely amazing and lemony fresh? I mean, it makes a huge difference. So I knew that these ladies hadn't really bought a lot of cleaning products from me. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to throw in some of these samples because I know that I could get them hooked on them. I do a lot of washer whiff samples because I talk about washer whiffs all the time and I'm obsessed with them. I've done samples of the dish soap. And what you can do is you can just get these little round things on Amazon as well. And they're basically dehydrated sponges, and they're super thin, so they mail in a regular thing. You just put some Scentsy dish soap on it and let it sit and let it seep in, and then it gets a little puffy. And then just put it in, you know, put it in a little, you know, plastic baggie and tell them what it is and have them try it out. There's so many different ways that you can do samples, and it's all from stuff that, if you're buying your own cleaning products, it's not going to take much to just like make a couple samples out of what you use for yourself. There is a sample making group. I'm going to write it down. And I'll post that in the comments as well, because there are girls out there, like, they make room spray samples. And to me, that just seems great. Like, to pry open that little metal bottle, it just seems like a lot for me. So these are all little ones that I use consistently and talk about consistently. So I like to make samples of it. Another one that people really like to make samples of is Scentsy Soak. That's another good one. And if you just, you know, do a little bit and tell them, while this might not, you know, facilitate a whole bath, here's a, you know, petty foot bath on me, you know, and say, oh, it's for your bath or whatever. So just little samples that are not costing you a ton of money, that aren't costing you a lot to make, but can generate more sales, right? When I first started sharing washer whiff samples and getting them out to customers, I had so many people buying, like so many people, because they don't they don't try, I mean, we, especially right now, we don't have home parties right now. There's a lot of lockdown and people are still stuck at home. They still don't want smelly homes. They want to make sure that their houses smell great. So why not give them the cleaning products and, other things that can generate some new revenue. And even too, by sending scent circles, I don't like, I just go through and I buy just whatever scent circles. I'm just like, oh, this one sounds good, blah, 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 and send them to people. And then they're messaging me. Like right now, I'm sending out Be Fabulous. And my son's teacher got it in the mail and she's like, I need more of that. And I'm like, oh, which one did you send? Because half the time, I don't know. Half the time, I just grab and go. And I've got a box of scent circles and I just grab one and she's like, oh, it was Fabulous You. And I'm like, oh, no, 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 that's Be Fabulous. I know which one you're talking about. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to need to borrow that. And, oh, does it come in the Scentsy Go? Because she was a really good teacher and she got a Scentsy Go from me. So again, my son is SPD. He's very hard to teach. So when I find a good teacher, I spoil the crap out of them. So she's like, oh, I'm going to need some of that for my Scentsy Go and blah, blah, blah. And boom, hooked. So by getting them to try new things, it's helping your business, and it's seriously helping you by sending them thank yous and showing them how much you appreciate their business. Whether it's just a small little sample, whether you send something bigger, whatever's in your budget, just do something to show them that you care. Okay. Now, I'm going to take a break here. Jessie was going to come on and share what she does for her team while I take a drink, unless she's busy. Jessie, are you incommunicado right now? I know she was getting her son into the bath. Her son, she understands the sensory processing too, so she knows exactly what we're going with there. So if you're busy.
No, I'm here. I just look like, wonderful because I'm packing right now still.
Yeah, and she moves in 10 days, but she's here. So go, Jessie.
10 days. I am not ready. Nothing is packed. Like, I'm thinking I can show my bathroom without my son. Like, everything's still there. There's nothing packed. I'm not ready. But it is what it is.
You're just gonna grab a box and walk around with your arm out like this and just like shove it in as you go. And
well, I'm packing up my daughter's bathroom because now we're going from having one bathroom for all 5 of us. Now we have 3 bathrooms in the new house. So we're pretty excited. So now we're fighting over who gets what sugar scrub and what bath soak. And that's what the fight is right now. So everything is like in shambles and chaos right now. But yeah, like you pretty much hit the nail on the head when talking about what I do for my customers is very similar to what you do. Sending the mailers, and for me it doesn't need to take a whole lot of your time. Obviously I'm super busy right now, and I just make sure that I have a certain day that I sit down and do mailers, and if I keep up with it every week, it only takes me 10 minutes. So I usually, team day is Monday, mail day is Tuesday for me. So I do my mailer. I did not do mailers today. But usually on Tuesdays, I do mailers. Oh, hi, Jackson. Sorry, I didn't know you were in there. I'll go to this kid's room instead. And it's just like you said, just a quick little thank you. Sometimes, depending on the size of their order, I had one lady, she ordered 2 light bulbs, and I still sent her a thank you. And her next order was almost $200. So, you don't even judge it by how big or small the order is. Like, that's, I'm sweating. That's kind of irrelevant, the size of the order. It's more so just showing them that you appreciate their order, no matter how big or small it is really important. I'm going to be pretty repetitive because my thoughts kind of went right in with Molly's. There was one thing I wanted to say. Oh, and when you send out those samples, record it. Find some way. I have a tracker that I use. Record what you sent them. So and it doesn't have to be huge, just say, oh, for Molly, I sent washer whips. And then in a week, go back to that list and message her and be like, hey, I just wanted to see how you like those washer whips. Because a lot of the time they'll use whatever, but then they'll forget about it. So making sure that you have that written down and that you follow up with them that's important too. Because you don't want to be sending out all these samples and then not following up, because almost a waste of money. Like some people will message you and be like, "Hey, this sample was great," but some will forget. Or if it's like if it's an LTO, especially, sometimes we're lucky enough that LTOs don't sell out super fast, or we're able to buy the things in advance, like we did with the Harvest collection last year. I think we got some stuff in a kit. Anyways, following up is the key for the big samples. If you send them a scent circle, that's a gift. You're not really going to follow up too much with that. But when you send them the samples, following up is important. My son's singing, I think. Okay, he's just singing. I was just making sure he wasn't calling me. Um, but yeah, following up is good, and just sending an email even. When I send my emails, I always make sure I don't do, "Hey girl," I don't like that. Be personal. Hi Judy, this is Jesse, your, independent Scentsy consultant. Just wanted to check in and make it personal. Don't just be like, "Hey girl, wanted to see if you liked your order. Thanks, bye." That's stupid. Don't do that. Don't do. I hate that. I got that. I ordered something from another direct sales, and that's what I got. "Hey girl, hope you liked your order. Talk soon. Bye." Okay, well, that's that. Never bought from her again. But then I just ordered something for my new house and I was so excited from a different sales company. And she literally messaged me and she's like, "Hey, just wanted to see how you were doing with your new purchase. And I know you're moving soon. You must be so excited. Let me know if there's anything else you need or any problems." I was like, "Dude, I'm so buying from you again." Because that was personal. That was something about my life you took time to learn. So knowing customers, kids is big. You like kids? Everybody likes kids. And knowing what kind of like, for me, I have a daughter and I have twin boys. So for me, I would say, okay, so anything Scentsy Buddy, anything Marvel, anything. My daughter's 13, so maybe not so much Disney Princess, but when Stitch came out, oh my gosh, she lost her mind. So just, making sure that you get to know these people. They're your customers. Yes, you need them to make you money, as kind of crummy as that sounds, but you need them. So take a minute and learn something. There is a customer information sheet, I believe, on the workstation. Um, if you go into the training section, I think. I'll try and find it. And it has spots for all that, like all that thing. Happy birthday. That's a good one. Happy birthday. I have happy birthday in my Scentsy club, and I get 2 or 3 of them in a month, and then I have them host parties, and then I give them a bar of happy birthday with some confetti inside, and that's what they get as their birthday gift. And they eat it up. They love it. I know certain people that will party for me every single month in this month because it's their birthday and they want that bar and they want that confetti and it excites them. And the confetti cost me about 30 cents. Confetti's the jam. Like, you guys need to, yes, you need to have, Molly has this giant bag of confetti. Like, and that probably didn't cost you too much, did it? Not much at all.
I think I got it for $10 on Amazon. So I mean, it wasn't. I mean, if it was $10, but yeah, I use this a lot. It goes into all of these too. I forgot to mention that I had it sitting here so that I could, But yeah, confetti is the bomb. It drives people nuts, some people, but I think it makes me super happy. And yeah. And
Carrie
this
says she makes her own in her paper
is just
shredder.
recycled paper that they must have just punched a whole bunch of holes in it and they sell it. And so if you've got a whole bunch of paper at home and you want to make your own, go for it.
That's Carrie just said. She said she uses hers through her paper shredder. She makes her own.
I know Marie does that too. Marie will take old, so if you don't use all your flyers in the month, she will shred them and then use this to put in her mailers. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, on a side note, I sent these. My son has started sending letters to his dad, my ex-husband, and I threw a bunch of this in his last one. And then he sent it back. He must have grabbed it and put it back in the envelope, and my son loved it. He threw it everywhere. He goes, Mom, can I throw this? I'm like, as long as you vacuum it up afterwards, buddy, I don't care. So yeah, confetti is the bomb. Sorry, keep going.
Oh, I was good. I was that was where I was going with that. I think I'm good. Does anybody have questions? Oh, you're muted.
Sorry. I want to
Okay,
add,
yeah.
I just want to piggyback. When you talked about sending samples and making sure that you follow up with them, you can do that in Amy if you have Amy. They have a section where you can put it in there and say, hey, I sent a sample to I see Courtney's name for first. I sent a sample to Courtney, so I'm going to follow up on this. And Amy will remind you to follow up with them. So then it's like off your brain. You're just like, okay, I sent these out. We're good. So that's what I just wanted to add. Yeah. Does anyone have any questions? Feel free to unmute yourself or feel free to put it in the chat. I have my chat up so I can read if you don't want to talk in front of a bunch of people. I get that. Vicki, oh my goodness, it sounds like you have had some craziness happening. Holy buckets. Holy buckets. Well, I'm glad it's just angina and he's feeling okay. Holy cow. That's terrifying. Oh, anybody have any questions? And I hope this, this was helpful. Another thing that I was going to add to things you can do for customer appreciation, you can, one thing I do is bingo nights too. If you've ever done bingo with your VIP page, but I go to Let's Play Bingo. I think it's just .com or it's .something. And I will raffle off 3 prizes. Like everyone who shows up, I have them pick 7 numbers between 1 and 75. And then I will do 3 rounds, and I'll do a round like 1 will get a bar and 1 will get a room spray, which is all stuff that you get if you get the scent of the month kit right there. And then I'll do, like all stuff that like won't mail, because I have a lot of local customers, but then I do have a lot of customers all over the US. So if I want to be mailing stuff, I don't want it to be too heavy. So I've done a mini fan and a pod pack before, or I've done, whatever, a thing of small washer whiffs, and that was on the heavier side. But I mean, just little things, but my customers love it. They're like, when is Big No Night this month? And, they think it's a lot of fun, and it gets them trying new stuff too. If you have them try, like this month I have, I got some of those bracelets, and I'm going to raffle off one of the bracelets, or not raffle, but bingo off one of the bracelets and stuff like that. And there's a lot of stuff that goes into bingo night on being PC and with, and within compliance. And I'm sure Jesse can totally help us out with that if we have questions on top of that. But yeah, I mean, I just go live on my page, and yeah, they have a blast. So little things like that you show that you care. And as Orville always says, give more than you take. These people, the reason they keep coming back to you is they like you, and you want to show them that appreciation, and you want to make sure that the reason that you're still in business is because you're providing that amazing experience for everyone, making them feel appreciated, making them feel like a friend. I friend all my customers, and some of us get really close, and some of us, they stay customers, but I know stuff about them. I can look at a customer and know, okay, she likes fruity scents, so I know that I'm going to try to get her attention with this, or, whatever the case may be. The more you get to know them, the better it is for you. And I know it sounds so salesy and it sounds so icky to say it that way, but ultimately it's not about you. If you want it to be about them, you want to show them that you care, and you want to show them that their return and their repeat business is important to you. So yeah. Anybody have any questions? Last chance.
I was gonna write it in the comment, but I'll just say it. With the customers that like you don't know, right? Sending like not necessarily don't know. So I'm in Canada and I have some people that I talk to on an app, but I don't know them personally. So it wouldn't be creepy if I just like randomly sent them like a thank you card.
Oh gosh, no.
No?
Are they
Like
customers
to
or
me,
they're?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Some
no,
of them
as
have
long as you have
ordered.
their address, I mean, whenever they place an order or like, just say, hey, I have, if they haven't and you think they would, I would say, hey, I have this great new scent of the month. I'm looking for people to try it out and tell me what they think of it. Can I mail you a sample and you let me know what you think?
Okay. Because
Boom.
I've wanted to, but at the same time, like, what if that's kind of weird, right? Like, I
I mean, if
guess
you
to
feel
me, it's a little
comfortable with it,
weird.
if you feel like you know them well enough that they're gonna, if they get mail from you, they're gonna be like, oh, hey, I know who that is. Yeah, I'd love
Okay.
mail. But I
Okay.
mean, just like randomly picking people out of the phone book and sending them mail,
Well,
maybe
yeah, that'd be a little weird.
be a little spammy and a little, solicity, but if you know them, yeah, go for
Okay.
it, and use it as like them helping you. They're helping
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
because you are having them try out this product. You want their feedback,
Hmm.
and they just might end up placing an order or not. But I mean, if it's just a sample of something, it's not going to put you out too much.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the girls that I talked to placed like a 100 and something order last month,
Oh,
put me
wow.
active, which was awesome. And then I showed her pictures of like the summer collections, and she's like, "You need to send me a link for those bracelets." So she ordered them tonight.
Oh, I would
So
definitely send her a scent circle
yeah,
and
I'm
a thank note
definitely
for
thinking
sure.
she needs something.
Yeah, she definitely is a good customer. You want to keep her around
Yeah,
because
definitely.
she could be your next recruit too if she's that into it.
Yeah,
Plant those seeds.
yeah, I
That's a
think I
whole
might.
nother talk.
Yeah.
Awesome. But yeah, I would say go for it if you know them well enough. And too, I do that, if I know that, an upcoming month scent is really good, I really like it. Or
Mhm.
if I know the upcoming month I'm not getting a lot of orders or I don't have any parties, I will absolutely post on my VIP page, hey, I made samples, who wants one? And if I have their address, I mail it off right away. If not, I say, oh, I send them, a little message saying, hey, can you, I'm gonna slip into your DMs. I'm going to PM you and get your address so that way you can send it off. And yeah, then follow up with them. Make sure you're writing down all those names and coming back and be like, what did you think of that? Because there's a lot of good sense out there that, I mean, we are coming up with too. And, with all of like, I know a lot of people, I don't know about you guys, this past week with the summer collection, people are asking you what it smells like. I'm like, I don't even know. I don't even know. So I got a bar of everything. And that way, I can start messaging people like my friend who I know loves fruity scents. I can be like,
The orange bar, I think it's mango and mandarin nectar. It smells amazing. It was in our whiff
okay.
box.
I know Jessie got them in her whiff box too.
It
And at first I
smells
thought she got her order
so.
yesterday already. And I was like,
Oh,
girl,
yeah,
not
all four of the scents are in it. So the
I won't
flowers,
come yet.
Fiji.
I need
Yeah,
to
it's so good. But my daughter says the mandarin and mango nectarine, I think that's what it's called, smells like fuzzy peaches. So it's her new favorite scent. So I had to buy 3 bars of it yesterday.
Oh my gosh. Okay, good. Because I got to borrow that, and I got it in the cleaning products. And
Ooh,
I don't think anybody here has been with Scentsy as long as I have. If you have, God bless you. We there used to be this scent when I first started called Posy Peach. So
okay.
good. It reminds me a lot of the peach scent that we just had. What was the
Blooming peach?
yeah, Plumeria peach or
Yeah,
Plumeria.
that's
Yeah.
last month's scent, I believe it was.
Yes. Smelled a lot like that with like a little less florals. It was more just like straight peach. Oh my God, so good. And I vote for it every time and it never, ever, ever comes back. So if this is close to that, the Plumeria peach is in my club, but this one might be in my club too. It might be because, ooh, but yeah. So once you get these, you can make samples or you can have a little party or, have people get together, come smell the scents, and then there's some extra orders by the end of the month. So little things, get them out in the mail, get people appreciating your Scentsy and then appreciate them right back. All right then. Well, I guess we're done for the night, a little bit early, which is always nice. Thank you guys for coming. Like I said, I will post this in the team page, and then I will also post the links to all the things I referenced below. If I wrote down the things that I remembered, but if I said something that you want me to show more of, go into more detail, comment on there if I forget to post some extra stuff. But yeah, we're all done for the night. I hope you guys have a great week, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
You as well. Have a good one.
Good night, guys.